Hello kids and welcome back to a new video. This is teacher Farah Zuraiki from Action Schools and I hope you're doing super well. Right kids, so this is Penguin Check Part 2. In this video we will be covering pages 216 and 217. I hope you already came prepared and you have your Journeys Common Core Students book. You also have a pencil, eraser, and a sharpener if needed. Alright, now let's get into it. Alright, as a quick reminder of everything we've learned about penguins so far, that penguins are birds, yet they differ from other birds. They have what? Flippers instead of wings. They have webbed feet, long beak, waterproof feathers, layers of fat to keep them warm, and they also have brood patch for penguin fathers. The brood patch is meant to be for the egg to keep it warm and safe. So after the mother penguin lays her one egg, she has to leave for finding food for the the unhatched egg. So she travels to find that food, while the father stays with that egg to keep it warm and safe. Alright. So, along with many other penguins, the mother penguin leaves the rookery where she laid her egg. So, all mothers travel in groups to find food. Where do they go? To the sea. Why? Because wherever she laid that egg, it's probably on ice and snow, where she couldn't find food for her chick. So, she has to go and travel to find food in the sea. The rookery is the place where all penguins nest and raise their chicks. It is a place for penguins that they raise their chicks in. Remember the word rookery. Alright. The mother walks or slides on her belly. Why? Because sliding is faster. Penguins are really slow walkers, so they slide on their bellies. This is called tobogganing. Tobogganing is the process of penguins sliding on their bellies using their webbed feet and flippers to enhance the speed and slide faster. So, remember, kids, this process called tobogganing. The place where penguins nest and raise their chicks is called rookery. Remember these two words. So she uses her flippers and webbed feet to push herself forward over ice and snow. Because it is winter in Antarctica, water near the shore is frozen for many miles. So she couldn't find food anywhere. So she has to travel for far away to go to the sea to hunt for food. After 3 days, the mother penguin comes to the end of the ice. Can you imagine? The travel journey of the mother penguins takes more than 3 days just to reach the shore of the sea. Alright, so because it is winter in Antarctica, water near the shore is frozen for many miles. After 3 days, the mother penguin comes to the end of the ice. So, does she travel for short distance or long distance? I think she travels for long distance just to provide food for her chick. She dives into the water to hunt for fish, squid, and tiny shrimp-like creatures called coral. Alright, kids. So again, along with many other penguins, the mother penguin leaves the rookery where she laid her egg. The mother walks or slides on her belly. This is called tobogganing. Alright, so this is how penguins travel for long distances. Okay, so she uses her flippers and webbed feet to push herself forward over ice and snow. This is how they go This is how penguins move around. Penguins, by the way, are excellent divers. So the mother penguin, she dives into the water to hunt for fish, squid, and tiny shrimp-like creatures called coral. You all know fish. This is the squid and the coral. This is the squid. So penguins, their favorite meal is the squid and the coral. All right. So let's move to page 217. So back at the rookery, the penguin fathers form a group called a huddle. Oh my god. So also penguin fathers also have a ritual, which is forming a huddle. What is a huddle? So you all know it is freezing in the Antarctica. So penguins stick together. They keep themselves close to each other to keep themselves what? Warm. So they are trying to find warmth. So what do? They form a group called a huddle. They stand close together for warmth. Each one keeps his own egg warm. So what are they trying to do? They are trying to adapt to the freezing weather. For 2 months, the penguin father always keeps his egg on his feet. When he walks, he shuffles his feet so the egg doesn't roll away. He sleeps standing up. He has no food to eat, but the fat on his body keeps him alive. So penguins penguins have a lot of features that helps them adapt. So they have waterproof feathers, they have flippers, webbed feet, layers of fat, long beak, brood patch for the egg. What else do? They form a huddle. They also keep the egg warm in the brood patch. Also, they keep the egg for 2 months on their feet. Can you imagine? Just to keep the egg warm until it hatches. When he walks, he shuffles his feet so the egg doesn't roll away. So he keeps walking one one webbed foot, sorry, at a time, so the egg doesn't roll away. Can you imagine? They also sleep standing up, so the egg doesn't get crushed. Also, he has no food to eat, but the fat on his body keeps them alive. So thanks to the fat, they could survive. Alright, now we need to analyze the text. What is the main idea and details? What is the main idea on this page? This page only. Which details support the main idea? There are here how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines. They have an extremely important main idea, also supporting details. So by what we read so far, what do you think? What is the main idea and the most important thing on this page? So, forming huddles, warming eggs, sleeping standing up, shuffling the egg between 2 feet. What? What does all that do? First of all, the main idea is the most important idea of a paragraph or section of a selection. The details tell more about the main idea. Remember, kids, these two definitions are really important. The main idea is the most important idea of a paragraph or a section of a selection. So the most important idea in here, it's called the main idea. The more information you learn about the main idea is called details. So the most important idea in here is how penguins survive in extreme conditions in a very freezing cold place, Antarctica. And Antarctica is the setting of this selection. Also, how they take care of their egg, which is really nice. Alright, how do we know that this is the main idea? We have something called details. Details that support the main idea and tell you more about it. How? So the first thing the author told us that the penguins stay in groups called huddles. Why? For warmth. So they seek for warmth by forming huddles. Fathers keep the egg in the brood patch on their webbed feet for 2 months. This is how they keep the egg safe and warm. 3. While walking, they shuffle their feet so the eggs don't roll away. This is also a method of keeping the egg safe. God, penguins are really amazing. And 4. They sleep standing up. Imagine they do that so the egg doesn't get crushed away, or rolled away, or crushed, or even to get cold. What do they also do? They stay without food and they wait for the mother to come back until she comes back with the fish, and they survive only using the layers of fat that they have. Seriously, penguins are amazing creatures. I hope you have liked this video. This is it for today's video. Thank you for watching.